VR developer Survios has created some of the best PlayStation VR games on the market, and thus far allowing us to hack a multi-billion-dollar corporation in raw data, race through impossible obstacle courses in Sprint Vector, and will soon let us fight in crushing, heavyweight boxing matches in Creed, Rise to Glory. But despite their incredible pedigree, I was certain they'd lost their way when I heard that their next VR game wasn't a game at all, but instead an electronic music creation tool called Electronauts. And while electronic music for me these days is usually just the background noise in Wipeout Omega Collection, here it takes center stage and reminds me why I had so much fun being a raver back in the late 90s. Take this review with a bit of a warning. I've been playing through Electronauts for hours now and still don't always know exactly what I'm doing. There are so many components to master that you could get lost for days, learning how to use them all effectively. But I can tell you what I think I'm doing, and it's a whole lot of fun. Basically, you'll take a song, any one of 40, and pull it apart piece by piece. Rip out the vocal track, the bass, the percussion, the synth, whatever, remix elements, add effects, and even splice in your own brand new riffs and solo performances. Standing at your DJ booth with two move controllers, which in the game look like electrified drumsticks, makes you feel like you're standing in front of thousands, with all the tools necessary to put on a killer performance. Electronauts is set up in a way that doesn't let you screw up. Every note is automatically in key, and every off-rhythm slam of your move controller still gets integrated into the song seamlessly, allowing you to just have fun and focus on your performance, rather than the details. So if you're here to create something outside the box, you might have to wait for Sony's TrackLab or the insanely deep music creation tools in Media Molecule's upcoming game Dreams. Because Electronauts is about the experience of being awesome, and possibly streaming it for the world to see, not the experience of being an awesome songwriter or composer. And as I already mentioned, the longer you spend with Electronauts, the more the tools at your disposal start to make sense. The only downside being that we don't get the multiplayer mode from the PC version. Electronauts, despite all claims to the contrary, isn't a music creation tool. It's more like a pretend to be a badass DJ in a rockin' club using drumsticks instead of turntables music manipulation experience, and there's just no better way of saying that. Somehow developer Survios found a way to give even those devoid of all rhythm and musical talent unlimited skill. And if the mission of virtual reality is to let us do things that we'll simply never get to do in the real world, Electronauts knocks it out of the park. It might not officially qualify as a game, but it certainly qualifies as fun.